All right, it says I'm live. So thank you so much for joining me today. I am Janice and welcome to The Right Way. I am just going to be working on a little project today. For those of you that will join me on the live, welcome. 2 persons have joined, 2 persons, okay. And for those of you who will watch the replay, welcome. Hi, Sheri. Good evening. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining me. I actually found your YouTube channel and subscribed yesterday. So to post some more videos. But thank you so much for joining me today. Is it Lessons Learned? Posted this template. And I'm going to be sewing a backdrop for this template using the colors of my home country, black, green, and gold. Awesome, Sheri. Happy you're working on it. I'm going to be using this baby blanket as the backing and batting. And so that's what I'm going to be working on today. What are you working on? What are you working on, Sheri? Am I pronouncing it correctly? I think I'm going to go this way. Sheri? All right, so my plan is to alternate between black and another color. So I'm going to start right here. And I'm not going to worry if it's in the center. And then I'm going to add a green. Colors of the Jamaican flag are black, green, and gold. And nothing, and you said it correctly. Okay, thank you. All right, so you're just chilling and watching as I sew. All right, that's pretty cool. So I'm going to be sewing strips on this baby blanket, and I have the baby blanket folded in 2. So one layer will act as the batting. One layer will act as the backing, and I'm not going to worry too much about it because it's a whatever project. Not worrying about seam allowances. I'm not worrying about sewing straight. Hi, Kelly. Thanks so much for joining us today. So today I'm going to be sewing colors of my Jamaican flag, which are black, green, and gold. I'm going to be doing greens and black in strips on the backing, and then I think I'm going to put the template, which is of a sewing machine that I got from Lessons Learned, and I'm going to be using this to do applique on top. So thanks for joining me, Rob. Welcome. I am doing well. Thank you very much. What are you guys working on, Kelly and Rob? I'm doing some mindless sewing today, and I'm not worried about following any protocol. Okay, except let me just make sure my machine is working. Okay, it's sewing, but it's very slow. Thanks, Kelly. I hope so. Oh, you saw the template on her channel. Yes. Sheri. Okay, here we go. All right. Let's see. I'm going to increase the stitch width. Okay. Oh, man, guess what? Guess what? There was the extension cord was stuck in the foot pedal. That's why it wasn't sewing. Yeah. So I'm going to be putting the green and black on the backing here, which is a baby blanket that I'm pretty sure I got it at the Dollar Tree. I could be wrong. It could be Walmart. I folded it in two, so one side will be the batting and the other will be the backing. Because it's a wall hanging, it doesn't really matter what's on the back. And it doesn't matter what's on the inside either, right? I'm deciding I'm doing horizontal lines. I did toy with the idea of doing diagonal lines, but I am not sure if my strips can stretch across the diagonal length of this square. Kelly says, I made a few half square triangles earlier for the Christmas tree star quilt, but I'll have to put a hold on that project for a while. Okay. All right. Christmas tree star quilt. Who is, it looks like my line is lean, but it's fine. It's absolutely fine. So I'm going to use this green next. Oh no, I said I would do black in between. So black between each color. So I'm rolling down the river. All right. And then I'm going to do a strip of black. And if it's lean, I'm not too fussy. I'm not too worried about it being lean. And if it's not a 1/4 inch, I'm not too worried either. I don't think it matters, right? Thread getting stuck. Okay. Pattern was Fallon's. Oh, right. Okay. Yes, I remember that. It sounds very familiar, like I've seen a video on that. Okay. I think I was watching somebody. Oh, I think it was you, Kelly, that I was watching. I think it was your video that I was watching this morning with the stars, the Christmas stars, and you were showing the Christmas fabric that you're going to use to make it. So why have you taken a break? Is it are you doing a sew along? Pattern was Fallon's, yeah. There's so many sew alongs, and I just have to choose. I can't do them all. But I did decide to do if any of you watch Lynn from Soft Squares Monday night selling Monday night sales, she offered a pattern in a kit with a charm pack, and I purchased it. So I believe that it's Liana from Pastry Queen Farm Adventures that will be doing it, and I got that in the mail today. So this is the pack. This is the okay. So Kelly says, "Yup, that's me. Yes, a few of us are doing a sew along. Another project has to be priority for the next couple of weeks." I totally get that. So this is the pattern that I purchased from Lynn at Soft Squares, and this is the kit that comes along with it. So I purchased this charm pack. It's Sweet Brar by Rachel Brickman for Riley Blake. So this is the charm pack that goes along with this pattern. And I got the kit. So these are the colors in the kit. They're all solids. Yep, this one has a little bit more. So I'm going to be doing this sew along with them. And I'm doing the Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilt, which is not a heavy lift. It is, it's one project per month, and it's a very simple project, so that's not a heavy lift. And then I'm working on my nephew's quilt, which I worked on yesterday with Katie on her live. And I'm working on the Blessing Hearts quilt, and I'm working on the charity quilt, and I have a bunch of works in progress. So I have a phone call. Hang on a sec. Hey, Nikki.
How are you? How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm actually on a live right now. So
Okay, no problem.
turn on your computer and you guys okay?
Yeah.
All right, talk to you later.
What live?
I'm on YouTube, my YouTube channel.
Okay, let me look. All right.
All right, love. Bye-bye. That's my friend, my best friend, Nikki. She's on vacation with her family, and I guess she's checking in. All right, so Deb is here. Hi, Deb. Oh, okay? You like the fabric, the one with the kit? So for those of you just joining, I am sewing the colors of the Jamaican flag onto this backing. Hey, Shelley. Thanks for being here, Shelley. I'm going to convert you one of these days. So I'm doing the colors of the Jamaican flag, mostly blacks and greens on the background here, and then I'm going to applique this sewing machine pattern that I got from Sheri of Lessons Learned, and I'm going to use this very bright yellow for the applique. So that's the plan, and there are no rules today. This is no stress sewing. I'm not following any rules other than that I'm going to be sewing these strips on this fabric and chatting with you guys. So thanks for joining me to sew and chat. Yes. How are you, Shelley? I was hoping to go to Georgia for vacation this year, but it looks like that might not be happening, unfortunately. Right now, it looks like it's not happening. So Georgia may have to wait until next year. Yes, Sheri, I'm excited for that sew along. The pattern is pretty cute too. It's Candies by Heidi Cook for Villa Rosa Designs. That's the pattern. And I can understand. So I guess the background colors here, this tealy looking greeny bluey, this peach, gray, and blue. I guess those are the solids. And then And then the squares here would be from the charm pack. So it looks like a pretty simple design. Guess we'll see. So I'm looking for, and I do like the color options there. So I'm looking forward to that. Great. Shelly says I'm doing well. Kelly says, Shelly and quilters are like the Borg. You will be assimilated. Hey, Nikki. How are you? How is your vacation going? I was watching. Hi, Liana. I was just talking about you. Doing great. Awesome. Have fun. I was just telling them that I'm going to be doing the sew along, your next sew along with you, this one. I ordered the kit from Soft Squares Lynn. And so I'm going to be doing the sew along with you guys, I think. Calling all the way from San Diego. Yay! Yes, Liana, I will be joining you for the Candy sew along. Liana says, I'm making strawberry rhubarb jam. Wow. Sounds yummy. I can't read, the names are slipping me today. Okay, another strip of black. On Katie, the Greenland Quilters premiere today. She had Karen from Quilty Crafty Designs, and she lives in Australia with her family, but she's from the Caribbean as well. She is from Trinidad. So that was pretty cool to see us Caribbean people in the quilting community. I'm not the only one. So Nikki, how is San Diego? What are you all doing over there? And have your ears been ringing? Because you know who keeps calling your name. All right, let me sew this black. Okay. These lines will make the quilt police struggle for real, so don't look too close. Don't look too close, but as I said, no stress sewing, even if the lines are going wonky, which they are. I'm not too worried about it. Okay. It's been great. Okay, great. I miss you. Oh, I miss you too. You know who wants to come on Monday. All right, I'm going to put this strip in. These greens I got from Soft Squares. It was in Mr. Fix-It's first scrap bag, I believe. Yeah. And you know what? This blanket is very difficult to sew on. It's so stretchy. It just keeps twisting and turning. But I don't care. Yes, yes, she is. Are the girls coming? When are the girls coming? Nikki? So, Shelly, what are you doing for your summer break? The 24th, Kathy. Okay. Yes, the back is very stretchy, so it's but so it's kind of, I started out doing horizontal lines and now they're diagonal-ish. The 27th for the Acostas. Okay, cool. Okay. Awesome. Gotta go, need to move plants under the deck, about to go bucketing. Well, about to get bucketing rain. Okay. Well, thanks so much for jumping in, Kelly. Liana says, these children have brought on my need to do this for them. Today they hugged me so hard and didn't let go just because I passed along some lightly used toys. They melt my heart. Oh, yeah, that's so sweet. Shelley says, climbing mountains, exploring new walking trails. Nice, very nice. Liana, you're a blessing. Yes. Hi, Mona. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Today I am doing a no stress sewing project using a pattern that I downloaded from Sheri's last video. Sheri from Lessons Learned. It must be too hot. Yeah. So my strips have gone diagonalish. That's okay. Liana, those kids are from your Pass It Forward project? All right, I have one little piece, so I'm gonna go back to the green. Well, another green, this green. Oh boy. I'm thinking of doing a dance class this summer. But also I'm working on a secret project, which I don't know why I'm mentioning it, because I'm not going to be saying much about it this week. But hopefully next week I'll be able to speak freely about that secret project. So, all right. So one side is done. Not too bad. Even though it's a little, diagonalish. Okay, so I am going to this strip. It's olive-ish, greenish. The greens give me a hard time. Greens and blues. My daughter and I always disagree on what the colors are. Like, is that green or is that blue? But I know these are shades of green. Liana says, bye everyone, I've got to go. I've got a work matter to focus on. Have a great night. Okay, have a great night. Liana, thanks for stopping by. Hi, Andrea. So good to see you. How are things? I'm waiting on an update. Any updates? Send me a text. I heard it's pouring rain in Florida. Is that true? And if that is true, is everyone from Florida okay? Is Rob, if you're still here, are you in Florida? I feel like you are, but I could be wrong. I'm waiting too, Janice. Okay, well, we keep praying. Keep praying. Do you, Shelley and Andrea, do you remember the staffing concerts that we used to do in Jamaica? I hear there was a lot of flooding in Florida. Andrea says, yes, it's pouring right now. Okay. Yes. And I hear it's worse further south. You're not so far south, are you, Andrea? It has rained every day this week. Shelley says, I reflect on them all the time. Well, this year, during a code yellow lockdown, I was asked to do a performance for the students. Andrea says I'm Central Florida. Okay. I was asked to do a performance for the students just before their exams. And I agreed. And I got some staff members together. And we did a Tina Turner performance, which is why every time I take this rolling tool out, it reminds me of rolling across the river. It was fun. It was fun. We may have to bring the staff in concert to North America. A staff in concert was where the teachers would perform for the students. So we'd put on a concert each year, and the teachers would be the performance. Thank you, Nikki. Andrea says, I always reflect on those days. Yes, they were really fun. Okay, I think I'm going in the wrong direction, but anyway, it doesn't matter. No stress. No stress. We're just going to go with it. So, yeah. Yeah, so I did a Tina Turner number. See if I can find the picture. I'm hearing Tina Turner in my head. Can't find it. I'll have to send a picture sometime later. I can't find it now. But it was really fun. You remember me singing away. Shelley says, I always think that a staff concert would be good to build a culture of togetherness in these public schools. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's just fun too. I mean, the kids get a lot of joy from seeing their teachers making a fool of themselves, especially just before exams. I remember going to sing a song. It was the Blinking Bus song that we did, and I couldn't remember my lines. I couldn't remember the words or the tune. It was funny. Shelley and I, we used to visit a soup kitchen back in Fayetteville when we used to work together, and we would serve the poor there, and we would take our students with us. And that was, yes, the house competitions for real. That was really an uplifting experience. I think about it a lot. When I'm here, it's not as easy here to take the kids to these to serve the poor. And sometimes when you think that you are in an unfortunate position, you realize that there are people that are way less fortunate than you are. I guess that's what Leanna's activities with making her donation quilt and visiting the poor and giving out toys and stuff. That's what it reminds me of. House competitions. Yes. In Jamaica, we had, each school has what we call houses, which is just the children are just divided into groups, and the groups compete against each other. And so they'd have sports competitions, they'd have garden beautification competitions, and they would have track athletic events and all kinds of competitions, and the students would compete, and then the winning house, which is what we would call the group, would get a prize. It was fun. Those are some of the fun things we do in Jamaica. Hooray for Alberga, the winning house. Red house. Was Alberga red or green? In Raleigh, I took the students to the food bank of Central and Eastern North Carolina once per month to volunteer. It was an amazing experience for them. The parents were very supportive. That's nice. Yeah.
It's green.
It's green.
Oh
Friends, did you hear me talking about the color? Like, my daughter and I always disagree on the colors. She just came out to tell me the color is green. So I guess she agrees with me. Oh my goodness. Green. Oh, Alberga is green. That's what you're telling me. Oh, she was telling me that Alberga is green. Oh, thanks, Mona. You have a great day too. Weren't you in Milner? Oh my goodness. And I know that Shelley was in Sherlock. Thanks, Mona. You have a great day too. All right, so this side is also lean, but we don't care. Okay, this one. I don't know if it's long enough. Okay. Love the colors you're working on. Thank you. Thank you. My goal, I've been wanting to make a Jamaican colors quilt, and I got a pattern recently that I thought would be great. But I'm not taking on a new project right now until I'm finished with the ones I'm already working on. So yeah. So that will have to wait until I am done rolling. All right, and black. I am, for those who are quilters, I'm doing another giveaway. I am packing this box full of scraps because I don't like scraps. Scraps give me anxiety. So I'm going to be giving that box of scraps away, and I'm going to be giving this pattern, When Stars Align. It's a 15 by 15 table mat, and I'm giving away the table mat, the pattern, sorry, with 2 fat quarters that I think coordinate. So I will announce that giveaway soon. I did the last giveaway on my birthday, and I am going to be doing another giveaway. The only challenge I have with giveaways, of course, is the cost of shipping. It's kind of expensive, but so all these scraps. This is why I am talking about it, because all these scraps are being left over from this project, and I can't keep scraps because they give me anxiety. Truly. They truly do. So yeah. Also, I was thinking about doing some how-to videos. Andrea, I was thinking about doing those videos with you in mind. Would you like that? There are a lot of rules for quilting, but I don't think most of them are, necessary. You have a project for me. What's that, Shelley? So the foot pedal keeps sliding away, and then the cord gets stuck between. How did it go with the charity project? Did you take pics when you delivered it? So they have a lady who is the designated person to collect the quilts. And I'm trying to see, what did I do wrong? So, green, this. Okay, I want to put this one. So I met her and delivered the quilt to her. I did not take any pictures, but I did take pictures of the quilt before I delivered it. And so the thing is, I don't get, this is the thing I don't like about this thing, is that I don't get to meet the recipients, but I mean, that's okay. But I've always wanted to be, you know, what I've always wanted to do is to be what you call it now, a cuddler. You know, so I didn't realize that was a thing, but you go into the hospital and you get to cuddle babies. So these babies, maybe they've lost their parents, or their mom is sick or something, and they have volunteers that go into the hospital and hug and cuddle and rock the babies. And that's what I wanted to do. Hi, Denise. Thank you so much for joining us. But after COVID, the hospital stopped accepting cuddlers. They stopped accepting volunteers coming into the hospital. So I think it has resumed, but with lots of restrictions. Shelley says, I have many t-shirts that I've collected from the various schools. I'd like, oh, that would be my first t-shirt quilt. All right, here is it's all done. So I'm going to cut it into a square, and then I'm going to applique the yellow on top. So let's put this aside. I'm going to cut this out. I'd love to make a t-shirt quilt for you. You know someone who cuddles babies in hospitals? Oh, that's really what I want to do. I've never worked on a t-shirt quilt, but because that material is stretchy, I would have to put some interfacing on it to make it more manageable. So let me give you an example. This was a dress. Ouch. I just hit my funny bone now. This was a dress that a friend of my sister's from Nigeria made for me, but it's not 100% cotton. And so I had to, it was very stretchy. So I put the interfacing on the back so that it's not as stretchy and then more manageable to sew. So that would be really cool. So yeah. Put your t-shirts together and send them on over. All right, so I'm going to cut out the template. I got this template from Sheri, whose channel is bye Nikki, talk to you soon. See you soon. Thank you. Thank you. I was just Andrea says, love your hair. Thank you. I was talking about cutting it off and dyeing it blonde. I think that's my Nikki. Cock your ears. Cover your ears. I think that's my secret wish right now. Though it's not so secret. I want to cut it all off and dye it blonde. All right. Oops. Be good. Be good. So another thing I've never really done. I've done small pieces of applique. But yeah, I'm excited too, Shelley. And you just gave me a great idea because I have so many t-shirts from schools, from the two schools. And I was like, what am I gonna do with all these t-shirts? Did I finish my thought about where I got this pattern from? I got this pattern from Sheri from Lessons Learned, her YouTube channel. And she had a link to the pattern, and she did something similar to this. So I printed it off and thought I would use it for this. So when I'm finished cutting it off, I'm going to trace it on the fabric, and then I'm going to sew fabric on. I do have some heat and bond, I believe. Yeah. So I do have some heat and bond, which I will use to stick the fabric down before I sew it down. So that should be fun. This is a quick and easy project. I'm learning as I watch you quilt. Oh, nice. Great. I'm gonna get my life sorted out and do some YouTube videos. About some YouTube tutorials. A part of it is just being absolutely terrified of doing YouTube tutorials. All right, so I'm going to iron this and then try to find a central point. Then I'm going to cut out trace the pattern, put the interfacing on. I should be pressing, not ironing. Nice, nice. I actually did not know anything about quilting before I moved here. I'd never seen anyone make a quilt in Jamaica. So I didn't know anything about quilting at all. But I wanted a sewing machine. I thought it was something that I would enjoy. And then when I got the sewing machine, I didn't know what to do with it. And so I started looking at YouTube videos, and I found quilting videos, and that appealed to the artistic side of me more than the sewing, which I'd always avoided because my mom was a seamstress. So I've always avoided sewing. And the high school that I went to, they would always bring my mom in to sew, to teach my class, my sewing class. Not cool, right? Not for a teenager anyway. So I quickly gave up that sewing class and ran as far as I could from sewing. So when I got the sewing machine, there was not very much that I could do with it. And so I went to YouTube and found all these videos on quilting, and I was intrigued. And I started with 5-inch squares and just putting the squares together to make the quilt. I also didn't have any fabric, so I stole I did not steal it. I took fabric from my husband's um, old shirts, and that's what I used to make the quilt. All right, so I'm going to cut the fabric. Our bookkeeper friend at ECE was like, "Yes, yes, yes, I know. I remember." As a matter of fact, one of the the quilt patterns that I did, the chandelier, she was the one that's, "Hey, Lynn, welcome." But she was the one that sent me that pattern, the pattern for the chandelier quilt, which I did do a video on. Lynn, I got my package today. Oops. Yeah. I've been talking about it all day. This one. Woo! I'm excited. Yeah. Okay, so I've cut out the yellow. And I'm going to do the interfacing. I've been here off and on. Okay. How is your vacation going? I'm cutting it a little bit smaller than the fabric. One, because I don't want to waste too much of it, and two, because I don't want it sticking to my charm packs. Are good to start with. Yes, yes. So this is a charm pack. I just put, no, I can't find them all. This is a charm pack. It has 42, I believe, 5-inch squares, and the fabric, they're like maybe 2 or so of each. 5-inch squares, 42 pieces. I'm not sure if it has how many, if there are any repeats, but I'm pretty sure there are repeats since there are not 42 pictures on the back. But those are the different patterns. And then, so you can use these 42 pieces to make a quilt. So as Sheri says, charm packs are a good place to start. All right, I'm cutting this one. Hopefully it's long enough. Okay, there we go. All right, so I've cut the interfacing, and I think I'm going to trace the pattern onto the interfacing. And I think I cut the interfacing too short. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to trace the pattern onto the interfacing. Do I need to turn it backwards? If I trace it this way and then turn it around, is it gonna be okay? I don't know. I'm assuming I need to turn it backwards. So I'm gonna turn it backwards. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna turn it backwards, find a pencil, trace the pattern again. I'm not too worried about perfection. This is a no stress project, and I'm not going to let it stress me out. All right, so you know those people in school. Hi, Laurelyn from Mom and Pop Quilt Shop. Hello, hello, you beautiful peoples. Hello yourself. Okay, so I am tracing roughly pattern onto the interfacing. You can't see what I'm doing. Well, you just have to trust me. I'm tracing the pattern onto the interfacing. All right. So this is the back of the interfacing. Well, yeah, this is the back. This part is very, you can feel the glue on it, and then this is paper. So after when I iron this on, it will stick to the fabric. Why did I use this? Why did I use this? Oh, because I think I'm losing my mind. All right, so after I get this glued onto the yellow fabric, then I'm going to peel the paper off and glue this onto the backing. All right, let's see if Janice can get it together. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can get you to see what I'm doing. So I am ironing. I'm like leaving it for a few seconds in each spot. Am I doing it correctly? This is not something that I do often. I've done it once or twice. When I was doing my husband's school quilt, I used it to interface, to add the logo, the school logo and motto and emblem onto the quilt. All right, so it's stuck on. So I think that's it. I'm gonna just do one quick press. Hot. And then I'm going to cut it out. And then I'm going to press it onto the other piece. So I'm cutting the yellow out. Haven't decided what the next project, the next quilt is gonna be for the charity quilts. I'm still trying to figure it out, but it's gonna be something simple. But I still want it to be nice, you know. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sheri. I still feel in a lot of ways like a beginner. I call myself a confident beginner. But I still feel like a beginner because there's so many things that I've never done. When I see you all doing your lovely things, it's, you know, it's fantastic. So once I'm finished cutting this out, I'm going to peel the paper off and press it onto the other piece, and then I'm going to sew around the edge of it with a zigzag stitch. And then I think I'll be done. I'll be done-ish. Okay. I have a question for the quilters. Has anyone here tried glue basting? And if you have, what are your thoughts? All right, so this is now done. And I'm going to sew it onto this. And I'm wondering, should I do it like diagonally? All right, so I'm going to peel the paper off. And on the back of the fabric, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it now has a layer of glue on the back. So it's kind of shiny. And so when I iron it on it should stick. But it's a temporary hold. It's not a permanent hold, so I will still have to sew it on. Deb, I haven't tried it on big projects, but have done it on small projects. The glue basting, and how did you find it? Oh, I was wondering why you had to iron the fabric to the paper, right? Because I want it to be held in place when I'm sewing. Yes, glue basting, love it. Yes, okay. I love it too. Funny enough, the hardest part of the glue basting for me is squeezing the glue out of the bottle. Squeezing the glue out of the bottle because it hurts my hands. So, all right. All right, so here we go. I did it kind of on the diagonal. So it's stuck to the thing now because the glue is on the back, but it's a temporary hold. And oh yes, it hurts my hands too. Okay, good. So it's not just me. All right, so now I'm going to use a stitch that I've never used before on this machine. So I'm going to practice. I'm going to do some practice stitches. And this is a computerized machine. So I've never done zigzag on it. Love it. Thank you, Shelley. Sheri says, yes, I love doing my binding that way. Glue based, just a thin layer works and press. Yes, yes. I love glue basting, actually. I've stopped using the pins and I can't use the spray because of my asthma. So the glue basting is just incredible for me. I do sew my binding down too. So I sew my binding down as well. I've never hand sewn. I've never, except for this little quilt. Except for this little quilt that I did all by hand. And that for this one I sewed down I sewed the binding on. But everything on this quilt is done by hand. And that's why every other quilt that I've done, I've sewn the binding on. All right, let's see. This says 06. 06. All right. And should I increase the width or no? Let's see. All right, let's see. 7:41. Wow, it's been over an hour. All right, I'm gonna decrease the width a little bit and see what that looks like. All right, I'm gonna go for a few more minutes. Put that glue bottle upside down. Okay. Sheri says, put that glue bottle upside down in a cup, it will come out. Okay, that's way too wide. All right, that's not it. That's not it. Let's try 7. Okay, does anyone have this machine? What should I try? Let's try 8. Yeah. When in doubt, read the manual. I've not read the manual. Alrighty. That's not it. I'm going to go back to 4. Alrighty. This is the best that I can get from 4. I don't know if that's I was hoping it would be wider, but it can't go any wider. If I increase this, I wonder if that would work. No, I want like a blanket stitch. All right, I'm gonna have to look in the manual for this. So let me try one more. I'm gonna go down the bottom to 93. $92. Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna widen the zig. Sorry, shorten the stitch. Widen the stitch. Shorten the stitch. This for number. This is number 4, I believe. This is the widest. This is number 4, and this is the widest it can go. Widen the zig. Can it go longer? Let's go again. What about, did I try 8? I think I need to read the manual. So I'm gonna go look in the manual. And I'm gonna go look in the manual. But so far, this is what I've made. So I'm going to cut this out into a square, and I'm going to stitch it. You should be able to manually adjust the setting. Yeah, there's some I can add the stitch length and the stitch width here. I can adjust, but for some of them it has a maximum and a minimum. Yeah, so I'll figure it out. Thanks, Andrea. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. Yes, a blanket stitch looks nice. Yes, that's exactly what I'm going for. So I'm going to fiddle with it and try to figure it out. But it's been over an hour. I'm so surprised how much time has gone. So Sheri from Lessons Learned has a video with this idea, very different from what I've done. I believe she used selvages, and then she had her machine on top, and she put some embellishments on top of the machine. So yep, that's where I am going to stop today. Thank you so much. Um, thanks, thanks, Lynn. Good luck. Love what you did. Thank you so much. And I think I'm going to do another live next Friday, and then I should have hi Jean, and then I should have my secret ready to reveal. So. Mom and Pop Shop says, looks amazing. Denise says, bye. Shelly says, please show the finished product when you are done. Jean says, great live. Shelly says, have a great weekend, everyone. Have a great weekend, everyone. My daughter turns 20 on Sunday. So not ready. I'm so not ready. But send her good wishes. Have a great weekend. Have a great Father's Day, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye. Yes, Shelly, 20. She turns 20. Did you hear that, Miss Andrea? Your former student is turning 20. Good night, everyone. Yep, I will definitely post pictures when I'm finished. Bye. Happy birthday, Jay. I'm ending the stream now.